morning. It's Tuesday, July 7th. It's about 8:30. I just left the bed and breakfast, got dropped off, and I'm ready to hike. So I'm a little in a funk. It's been nice hiking with others, and I'm actually being on my own. I'm trying to wrap my head around it because I've got 170 some miles before I see Vito, and wow, it's a little daunting, and I just ran into spider webs. Tina, I need you. So anyway, I'm struggling a little to get my brain around it, so what I need to do is focus in on the next couple of days. Today I might stop at the first shelter. It's about 7.5 miles away, and then there's campsites after that, and the second shelter is like 14 miles away. So it depends on how I do and how I feel. And then there's the next day, which is Duncannon. I'll be getting into there, so depending on what I do today, I may stay in Duncannon if there's an opening at the hostel there. So not exactly sure what today's gonna bring. My pack is heavy. I got at least two liters plus what I got in my pack up here, or in my pocket up here. So pack is heavier. So here we go. So this portion that I'm leaving out of Boiling Springs is the flattest spot on the AT. So I was sweating like crazy yesterday, and that was on flats. I lucked out last night because overnight, or actually before I went to sleep, it poured. So I would have been out in it. So I lucked out again. So far, so good. I just missed the train. It's going by where I just crossed. Do want to give a plug for that bed and breakfast. Pheasant Field. It is very nice. I think it was 126 a night. Breakfast, gourmet basically. It was an omelet that had herbs and tomatoes and mozzarella cheese, a sausage with it, and then I had scones, and they gave me some scones to go, lemon scones. Very nice. And it was comfortable. I slept really well. I needed it. I had a headache started last night before going to sleep just because I was worn out. And looking at the videos yesterday, my voice also was an indication of how run down I was. I needed some sleep. So here we go. Back in the woods, fighting these stupid spider webs. Bugs so far so good. They're not buzzing me yet. Getting ready to cross over highway. I think it's highway 11. Beautiful farmland. It's pretty great that people let hikers onto their land. Wouldn't be possible without that happening. Nice little pond over there. You can see the road right up here. There's the creek I've been following. Kind of Daquinet. I think this is bee balm. I had some in my flower garden at one point. I like those. I like the pines in here. So I'll be going up. The flat section is over. It was enjoyable though. I am sweating. All right, going up. The rest of this up to the shelter should be all uphill. So, and the rocks are back. I passed a father and son. They had spotted the box turtle I took a picture of. They're gonna be staying at that first shelter. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do. I did go ahead and reserve at a hostel, the outdoorsy hostel in Duncannon for tomorrow night. So whatever I do, I gotta make it to Duncannon tomorrow, which is doable. I'm just gonna take my time. I am sweating like crazy. It's muggy, and my husband says the heat index is off the chart, so I'm gonna make sure I don't get too drained today, so I'll take my time. This says it's Wolf Spring, but I don't see pipe for the water. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and fill up. I'm a mile from the shelter, and it is only 11 o'clock, so I will probably go past that shelter and on to somewhere in between that one and the next one. I almost missed this. I don't know. This is odd. A vehicle of some sort. Looks like it's been here for some time. Looks like a tractor of some sort. I don't know. It looks like it would have been the seat. So it looks like people camp up here. It's near this Wolf Spring. I didn't see a pipe yet, but there's lots of tenting spots. So it looks like I should definitely fill up here because the spring is sporadic at this shelter. I just finished off those scones that were given to me to go. Thanks, Kit and Robin from the bed and breakfast at Pheasant Field B&B. They are excellent, and they hit the spot. I don't think you can tell, but we did come up in elevation, and you can hear it in my breathing. Catching my breath here. More to go. Well, that's my view for today. Heading up to the shelter, and I gotta make my decision. I think I'm gonna go past, but I'll decide soon. All right, the Darlington Shelter's that way. It's noon or thereabouts, so I am not gonna go back there. I don't have a need to, so I'm just gonna keep walking. There's supposed to be a tent site within a mile, less than a mile, and then I'll make a decision there. It's 7.3 to the next shelter, and in reality, I should be able to make that. Then it'll be an easy day into Duncannon. Tomorrow I could actually sleep in a little, so that might be what I do. Well, I got time to think. Just just wanted to capture some of the thoughts going through my head. I am out here by myself. It's very quiet. I hear birds and a bug buzzing by. But, you know, things that go through your head, you know, what if you get hurt? You know, it's just like, I mean, I'm out here, nobody around. I passed 5 people today, and they were all going in the other direction. It'll be interesting to see if I see anybody at the shelters. Most of the people that I have been following are well north of here. So, anyway, it'd be nice. I mean, I like hiking by myself, but at the end of the day, it would be nice for somebody to know exactly where I am and have people to talk to. Makes things go faster. So that's kind of what's going through my head. The other thing is technology. I can't imagine doing this trail with no cell phones, no Garmin. You know, that's kind of your fail-safe. If you do get hurt for some reason, you know, you can reach out. So it's just, I don't know. It's hard to describe what it's like to be out here. Oh, and I'm hoping I don't run into a bear. I don't need that excitement. And I have to watch the ground. The rocks are slippery because it did rain last night, and some of the rocks are loose. I just took a little tumble. I was just saying how overgrown this is compared to the last section. I'll show you where I tripped. Well, I missed the step down here. Fell forward. Luckily, I didn't hurt anything. My ego, maybe. Yeah, this is a little overgrown. The last section was maintained by the Cumberland something group, so I don't think anybody's maintaining this one. So I am gonna try to make it to the next shelter. It'll make it a 14-something day. If I get tired before that, I'll just have to look for a site. I never did see the campsite that was past the first shelter. I don't know if I was looking down or what, but I totally missed it. That's all right. I pretty much had my mind made up. Be nice to sleep in a little and then get into town. I like these black-eyed Susans. Looks like I'm not done with the open meadows. This is pretty. All right, we're gonna be heading back into the woods. And I need to watch my step. Jeez. Overgrown. As I sweated coming up that last hill, my husband's comment was in my head. He's like, you know, the heat index is way up and you're not 20 anymore. So yeah, I know I'm not 20 anymore. I wish I was. Yeah, so I'm gonna be 60 in November. It's hard to believe. Can't believe it. Anyway, I'm on recovery now. Make sure I drink some more water and catch my breath. There's actually a tent site back here where the water source is before you climb up to the shelter. Yeah, not bad. Water's not running real fast, but it's running. There's another tent site over here, but I'm gonna head up to the shelter. I had my break down by the little creek, and a lady came down, and she's section hiking. Her name's Oneida, and she's got all the way done from Springer up to here. So I think she's been doing it for the last 4 years. She's supposed to be in that hostel that I'll be staying in tomorrow night, so I'll probably see her there. So Oneida, and she's hiking with Lucky. I probably will run into her as I'm going up the hill. My last hill for the day. It's about a mile up. I can't even tell how steep this is. This is one of the steeper ones. It says the view's over there, but you can tell it's all sucked in. All right, my view is behind me. Sucked in. But I got 2 miles to the shelter. Maybe a little bit more, but at least 2 miles. So, onward we go. This whole ridge top is rocks. So it's slowing me down. It's almost 3 o'clock now. I still have probably 1.8 to go. So Vito, it may look good on a map, but there's tons of rocks up here. Are we there yet? You ever wanted to just be done? Well, these rocks are all along this ridge. You have to really concentrate and you can't get much speed. Are we there yet? All right, finally, the turn off to get to the shelter. I think it's 3 tenths though down. There we go. All right, there's a campsite down there. There's the shelter over there. I just came from up there. All right, let's see what's going on at the shelter. All right, there was a guy in the shelter. I'm gonna set up over here. Maybe right there. So guess what I'm having? Peanut butter and jelly on a bagel. I'll probably have some Fritos and maybe that bar. I don't know yet. All right, for a recap for the day, I stayed at the bed and breakfast last night. I really enjoyed that. Had a great breakfast. I did 14.8. I am soaked. I tried to wipe up a little bit, but oh man, can't believe how much I sweat. So 14.8, Cove Mountain Shelter, and now I've got my tent set up. It's after 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I'll probably go down by the shelter. I think they had a bear box. I'd rather put it in the bear box than hang. So I was ready to be done. 14.8, had like 2 major uphills. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a pretty steep downhill. 4 miles into Duncannon, so that will be a Nero tomorrow. And then I gotta figure out the plan from there.